Hello everyone. Wish you a happy new year 2021. Hope this year treats you well and all that stuff. The past year was just what do you want to call it? Some liked it, some not. I don't know. But since you're stuck at home, you feel like trying new games, and that's one of the reason how I discovered JRPG. I mean, I did not discover. I used to play it when I was a kid, but you don't get much time and all that stuff. But 2020, everyone got time, and with that you can spend countless hours in a game, and I just reintroduced myself to the JRPG. Now these are some games I played and enjoyed it thoroughly. It takes between 50 to 100 hours to complete, so I'm gonna provide all five games with different game styles so that you can choose the one you feel. If you played some, if you haven't played some, try them out. They're all nice games. Before starting, let me tell you um, I mostly upload a game called Warframe. It's also an RPG. If you feel like checking out the game, you can check my previous videos out. I make guides for it. It's a live action game in case you're wondering, so it constantly gets new updates. So that's it. That's my introduction part. Hopefully you enjoy the what you're seeing on the screen. These are all the games I'm gonna play, showing in different location. I just like they just look so good. Like they really are so good looking. Don't judge them on the quality of the YouTube. Judge them when you play them by yourself. So let's get started. Let's go.
Stronger than you think! No mercy! Wounds that won't heal! Hard to deflect! Lethal pain!
Ready to die? Whatever comes next, this is just the first step! To kill you! Howling Dragon!
So starting off with the first game I picked up, Dragon Quest 11. I picked this up after watching its anime, the recent anime, and I was like, I just want to try this game. Let's see what this is all about. Because all the Q games, Dragon Quest games, have similar story. A hero fights against an evil lord. So this is also a similar type of game, but the game story was amazing, man. It's just amazing. This very first couple hours into the game, and I got into it because the gameplay was what I needed. If you're into turn-based game like me, I just enjoyed it. What I love about JRPG games or any RPG games in general is that as you level up or you rank up, get new gear or something like that, you unlock some really new moves. I really like new moves, like seeing how those flashy animations and stuff. That's the reason I still love Pokemon, because they keep evolving those moves. I just like seeing them. That's one of the reason I love my RPG games, performing OP type moves as you rank up. So you will still find them challenging. Like if you play this game on hard, it will be challenging as hell. Like let me tell you, it's really challenging. So you play it on normal, and if you feel like playing rerunning this game again, do it on hard, then you might get some idea of how to play this game. Now, don't worry if you don't like this gameplay style. There are different games which there are other four games which does not share this gameplay style. Every gun of this game will have different styles, so let's just get into it when we cover that. Now, before doing that, let me just tell you what we are doing here. We are the hero, as I said, which is actually is called a dark spawn in this game. There is a manipulator behind the scenes, and your story quest is with your companions to find out who is the one who is spreading all these rumors, calling your darkspawn. Darkspawn means someone who brings the ill fate, and that's the reason calamity happens in this world. So that's the game. Your first arc covers who the enemy was, and the second arc further proceeds on that. And it's a really good game. You can't believe it take 100 hours for me to complete, and I believe it might take similar for you if you feel like completing all the side quests and stuff. They're really fun to do as well. It's unlocked some good rewards. So that's it about this game. Do check this out, watch some other videos on YouTube to see how the game plays in case this wasn't helpful. Sorry about that, and let's get on to the second one. Let's go. So after DQ11, I tried various JRPGs which are famous like Final Fantasy stuff, but I just couldn't get into that playstyle even though it was turn based and all that stuff. I just couldn't get into it because it just felt boring. The story just couldn't get me into it. So I tried Trials of Mana. This was released in 2020, I believe, and graphically JRPG games are not that advanced. Like you might see this game and think that it's a PS2 or PS3 game. But if graphics is your only concern, then I will tell you please overlook that because the gameplay and story is amazing and it will give you some good amount of gameplay in case you don't have any other games to play. So what is good about it is that you get rank ups. Like there are three rank ups while you are in the main storyline, and there is a fourth one after you complete the main game. As you rank up, I mean by rank up I mean change your class, and for that you have to rank up to several level like 18th level, 36th level, and then there is next one as you progress through the story. This each every class will give you various other options of skills. Like each class will have two options: choose a light or choose a dark kind of role. So depending upon what you chose, you will get different playstyle, skills, and all that stuff. So there are six characters, so there are a lot of combinations you can go for to see whatever works for you. Now this covers the gameplay side. Now let's just see what you can expect from the story. The story is amazing because I believe this is a remake of the original Trials of Mana, which was highly considered a really good gameplay or story-driven game. What it is that this story has three different bosses, and depending upon what character you chose as your main character while selecting the game, as you can see here, I'm selecting the characters. So depending upon what character you choose, the the final boss will change, and there are three bosses. So two characters from any of these six, I mean not any of the six, but two characters will have same boss enemy. So I'll say at the first one, just pick anything you like. While doing the second one, choose the ones you didn't play with, so that you can easily get the second boss. And for the third one, just check around on Google and see which one you want to see for the third one. So that's where you get varied gameplay and varied story. The general idea of the story is same, but you get different enemies to fight against, and that's just an amazing story concept. I just loved it. I completed all three story quest line. It was like 40 to 50 hours long game. Hopefully you will like the same, and hopefully you will enjoy it the way I did. And it's really good game. Give it a try, see how it goes, and that's it. Let's move on to the next one. All right, number three, Tales of Berseria. This game, man, I'll say you need to be in the right mindset to enjoy this game. I'll say because I remember watching an anime related to this series, Tales of Zestiria the X, I believe. I'll probably show you a picture of what the anime was so you can search it. There is a segment for character which is in this game, the Berseria one, and she has a little bit of role, and it kind of intrigued me. To be honest, in that whole anime, that was the only intriguing or interesting part. So when I played this game, I had no clue that it was related to that anime. So just clicked with me, and I just loved the story. But the gameplay, boy, the gameplay has a learning curve.
It's an honor to serve
At
as the
start, you might just feel like smashing buttons and do anything, and the enemies will die. But later on in the game, you need to properly time your things and do all that stuff. I have a guide for that. I will try to link that here or in the description in case you want to know. Or if you feel like trying this game and want to load the guide, I will have it linked so you can check it out. So once you get comfortable with the gaming stuff, I mean gameplay stuff, the game is really interesting. The story will keep you interesting. You just want to know more and more. Side quests are minimum. I think it's really optional to do side quests, and the game doesn't even show you that it's a side quest. You have to talk to and interact with people to get the side quest. Normally you will say, yeah, that's normally in every game, but in this game it just strictly tells you to go to this, and those are mainly main objectives. And if you stick to that, I believe it would be a 40 to 60 hour game. There is a post game content in case you want to do that. It unlocks another new powers, some special moves which I'm showing you right now. Double mystic arts you get unlocked. You unlock this after you play through the main game. So that's it. Now let's talk about the story. What the story is. The story revolves around your character Velvet, which witnesses her little brother getting sacrificed. Don't worry, this is not a spoiler because this will be in the very start of the game. Then she wants to exact revenge on the guy who sacrificed his brother. And while doing that, she meets various companions along her way, similar like any JRPG and all that stuff. And in the end, that she unlocks various ideas and what the world is. And do believe in this, we are playing as a villain. The whole world thinks we are actually a villain who is going against the law of the world. And the guy who killed our brother is like a messiah who's like hero to the current world. So really interesting concept. See if you like the game and gameplay style. There's a bit of a learning curve and all that, but I really find this impressive. Do check it out. Number 4, YS8, Lacrimosa of Dhana. You don't have to play previous series to understand this game, but I believe there are certain characters in this story which are like they talk like they are familiar with our main character. So I'm assuming they are from previous games, but they are not required. I mean, you don't have to play those games to know the story in this game. So relax, just pick this up. The only thing you have to be worried about in PC, it has a really fucked up mouse support. That's why I just brought a new controller. If you have a controller, do use that. With mouse, it will kind of, it just has a delay in information, so it's just kind of annoying to play that way. That's all the information you need. Gameplay is amazing. Don't judge by the YouTube quality of the video. In-game things look beautiful. Of course, since I already covered JRPG graphics is like PS2 or PS3 graphics. But if you ignore that, the story is amazing. You learn new skills and stuff as you rank up, so they are also fun to perform. And that's it. Now let's see how the story is. What the story is. The story evolves around our character at all, which at the start we are on a ship. We are traveling somewhere just to get dragged to an isolated island. We get attacked by some tentacle monster which breaks our ships, and we get dragged to an island, and our job is to explore this island. The entire game is to explore this island. Halfway through, it's about exploring the island, and after the half part, you will understand what the story is. It just takes another huge turn in the story, which is amazing. You will unlock the final character, Dana. It's not a spoiler. You will see her like at like a main game screen. You will always wonder who this character is. So after the half part of the game, you will get her. You will unlock her, and the story is amazing. Already told that a couple of times already, and that means the story is actually amazing. Gameplay hours should be around 50 hours. That's what it took me. There's also a post game content in case you want to do it. It's basically like a dungeon to explore with no saves. So you have to stack up a lot of resources in case you want to clear that. So that's all you need to know of this game. To pick it up, check it out. Really easy to play, really easy to understand. Unlike Tales of Berseria, where you have to learn state. That's it. Now let's move on to the next one. Number 5, Code Vein. I'm yet to complete this game since it's like a Dark Souls kind of genre of the JRPG, meaning you just can't rush past it. You have to dodge 80% of the time in the fights, otherwise, you're just asking to get yourself killed. I normally don't enjoy such games because I'm not a patient guy and I want to know the story as quickly as I can while doing the side quests. In all of my lists, this is visually the most impressive graphic wise. Every environment is just amazing. The detail and everything just amazing. What's good is that the customization, like right off the start, it will tell you to choose your character, male or female, do any kind of customization you want, make her chest big or whatever you want to do. Everything can be done. You can customize your weapons, like how it can look with various things in game. Lot of those, but this game is very hard to be done in single player. You can of course access the companion from the game. Select any character you feel is good enough for you. I may mostly choose the one that deals heavy damage with melee while I shoot my gun and stuff like that. I just like to be as far away as I could because I'm not confident in dodging and stuff because I'm still at very start of the game. The story, as far as I know, is that we are vampires and our character has lost his memory. And as you progress through the story, you will get the idea of what is going on, like any other memory loss character game. So we are currently working with a group of people who are trying to find a better source of blood, of course, because they're vampires. They want to survive, along with knowing what exactly happened to the world, what's happening. There is some queen that they wanted to like the queen which kind of died, but it's still causing havoc of some sort. Sorry, I'm still haven't completed this game. That's why I'm just giving any vague idea. So, if this story is intriguing or you're like amazed by the graphics or visual or the gameplay style, do pick it up, see how you like. This is not my kind of game, but I'm still giving it a try. I like the moves and everything. It will take me a lot of time to get used to it because Dark Souls kind of game is not my thing. So that's it. That covers my list of 5 games. You can pick anyone you like, or tell me if you played any of them and how your experience was, or do recommend me something that I can play because this is all the games I played in the past few months whenever the Warframe had no content to do. So do suggest me or do play something that I suggested in this list and let me know how you feel. That's it for this video. Hit like, share, subscribe, and all that stuff. And hopefully, I'll see you next one in the next video with some interesting topic to cover. Until then, see ya. Have a good one. Again, Happy New Year.